This is 2OF Entertainment.
Hello. Thank you for having me today. It's a pleasure to get on this video with you all. Sorry about last week. Was very occupied and had to be locked in to what was going on. But I want to just thank everyone for all the support on our channel. To my team here, thank you guys for being the best team that we could be. And today, I think it's one of those days that we just dive right in. After we do a quick breathing and meditation. So we're going to start right here. We're just going to focus on left to right breathing. Okay. Inhale through the right, plug, exhale to the left. And keep switching. And let that go. Just going to focus on our breath, keep our eyes closed, have a soft gaze. Focus on the breath. Focus on the present moment. Focus on our intention for this episode today. Focus on listening and receiving, and focusing on being in this present moment. So we open our eyes and begin to come into this moment. Let's focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. So I had a lot of feedback on, people always ask me questions. So today I just want to go over certain questions people ask me. And one of the first questions someone asked me is, if I could have dinner with a fictional character, who would that be? Wow, that's so fascinating because I have so many fictional characters that I would love to sit down with. So let's break down why I want to sit down with a fictional character. Um, you know, growing up, I'm obviously into animation, fiction, and all that stuff because a lot of that stuff has some truth to it, and a lot of that stuff like have things you can learn from. And so, me, I love learning from anywhere I can, anywhere and everywhere that has positive or negative inspiration. You could take negative inspiration and turn it to positive. So, one of the people I would have um, dinner with would be Casper the Friendly Ghost. And the reason I want to pick Casper the Friendly Ghost is because in the ghostly trio with Casper, I would love to like have them all in one dinner because it's so fascinating to me, like how they're creative in the films. If you watch the Casper, you see Casper always a friendly um, person or a ghost out of the four of them. The uncles was not. They like to agitate you. They like to manipulate. They like to, just get underneath your skin all the time. Excuse me. So I think Casper would be good because I want to know like why are you so nice? Why are you so friendly when you have to deal with all this mean and negativity around you? Like how do you take your kindness serious? Why do you love helping people? I would just like to sit and ask those type of questions, and I would love to ask like even more about the uncles. Why do you like to agitate? Like, is it cool like to you know agitate? Is it cool to you know be annoying and be destructive and disruptive and destructive? They like to cause a lot of damage and trouble and all those different things. So I would like to know like that type of stuff. So that'd be like one set of fictional characters I would like to have dinner with. Obviously, Goku. Goku's the guy I'm inspired by. I love the inspiration. I love the motivation. I love like all the, you know, coming back from being hurt, being worn out, and his warrior mentality. And he's very kind as well. I think I'm relating to these characters because I'm kind as well. I'm very kind and open hearted, and I love seeing people happy. And I love giving too, and also I love receiving as well. But I love giving, and I feel like I would just sit down and pick Goku's brain, like how you train, how do you prepare, like when you're about to battle, and when you go into training, like how are you training? Are you training for your next opponent, for strength, for joy? What is it that you're like training for? So I would like to know like those type of questions, and that would be like very fascinating to me. Like, how could I learn from Kakarot, which is Goku? Vegeta, would love to know his mindset. Like, why do you train? Why are you so like, the warrior mentality? Like, why do you do the things you do? What made you want to become stronger? Why do you want to be stronger than Goku? You know, like, is it because your ego? Is it because this, that? I would love to like ask those type of questions. Like what does your mind think of? Like when you're training and preparing, and I would love to know like those type of questions with Vegeta. Um, Scooby-Doo is the next person I would love to sit down with because Scooby has like that mindset of like knowing and scared, and he's scared of like when they're going to these mysteries, he's scared all the time, but he has a lot of courage and bravery, and he loves food. So I would love to know like Scooby-Doo like mindset and what's inside his psyche. Like, when you're like scared, how do you overcome that and be brave? So that would be something like, fascinating um, to me, like sitting down with them and asking them those questions, like, how do you do it? Like, is it like, what's interesting to that? So, Wow, I went blank. The Grinch. I would love to sit down with the Grinch and have dinner. Why are you so mischievous? Why do you live on the top of the mountain? How'd you find that place where you lived? And, you know, like, where you develop this hate for the Who's? Like, would love to know, like, you know, that type of question. And, when you became good, like, did you still have thoughts of doing things that you used to do? Stuff like that. Um, Jimmy Neutron, Avatar: Last Airbender, Aang, Zuko. Pretty got a good list there. So I will start with those and pick their brain, pick their inspiration, pick their um, mindset. Even the Money Heist, I think that's a fictional story. So I would love to know the professor and all those different characters as well. Like, how'd you come up with the master plan of a heist? Yeah, it's your father's idea, but what drove you to do it? What was like inside to like your mind? Like, how did you prepare? How did you find out all this information that you found out about all the things that's going on? Did you go there and study yourself, or you like just did such an incredible research that you knew exactly where to go? So I would love to know, like, his mindset and strategizing and preparing for a battle. That would be a good one. So that was a question that I want to answer. And the next one is, what superpower do you wish you had, and how would you use it in your everyday life? I would definitely like to use Goku's instant transmission technique. I feel like that would be very vital for me because I would love to go instantaneous anywhere without having to go in the car all the time or flying. Either one, I would take that because I would just get up and go where I wanted to go and see how it is being in the air, being the ability to fly. That would be like, golden because you just get up and leave and you don't need a vehicle. You don't need a car. You get there much faster, I'm sure. Uh, you know, and having the ability to fly or instant transmission to somewhere, wow, it would be incredible because you can get anywhere without needing anyone or assisting. So flying would be like a amazing, amazing thing to have. So definitely flying. That would be like, that would be like so cool, so cool. If your life was a movie, what game would it be, and who would you play in the film? Wow, I would play myself. Uh, but if outside of me, if your life was a movie, what genre would it be? Wow, it would definitely be maybe one of those films. Like yesterday, I watched that Denzel movie with the train. That seems so like fun, but also like, again, you have to be very strategic and very um, inspired and very like that was a will type of movie. Like because in the movie Denzel and the guy had to find, you know, help someone made a mistake, and Denzel and his partner had to like save the day basically. And I'm wondering how I would save the day. How would I prepare with that? How would I, you know, do that? That would be pretty cool. Like trying to like get in a train and like try to like find like and avoid a ongoing train and keep your cool and trying to stop it. You know, that's like that'd be cool. So I like that type of films in terms of that. But I would definitely like a love story too. I would love to um being a thriller. I just so many because I'm an actor. Like I can go down the list, different characters, but probably like a story that I have now. Overcoming being a basketball player and becoming so driven in that, and then that's gone and done, and becoming a trainer. Going on set, being an actor, model, influencer, representing brands, doing marketing, losing opportunities, um, doing stunts, but losing some opportunities that I had with that, and getting a chance to be a scholar like I am and go to school and get your master's and obtaining my doctorate right now. And that would be cool, like just to play myself in whatever genre that would be, whatever genre that is that I have now in my life. That'd be a cool story to play. And be an actor because I went through a lot of stuff and overcoming it and developing skill set to enable me to get through it. Learning yoga, like that's so cool and fascinating. Like who would have thought I'd learn yoga? Like no one thought that, but in my mind, obviously, was driven towards that and being a yogi and meditation and prayer and learning about myself in that way. I would just like to play that type of story, that type of film, myself and what my journey has been. If I could travel to any historical period, where would you go and what would you do? Well, if I can travel back into time, again, let me use two examples. Not 10, but two or five. If you count it like one hand is five, one the other is five. But let me use two examples. I would like to rewind back in time in my life, age of 11, 10, and really like get myself together with this basketball because I feel like I left a lot of things unfinished. But it's okay because obviously it's finished. So, I would have done that a little bit differently. I would have developed and been in the gym a lot more. I would have been more focused, more determined, more just focused on that craft, like locked in. Nothing else matters. So that's one time period I would go. And the reason why I said that period is because I would love to see what I've done if I just trained how I train now and put that information into it. Like, oh, okay, let's see how far we could have took it. I would love to see what it was like to live like in the Civil War area. Like, what was going on? Why was slavery such a driving force for our people? Like, and I would like when I'm back in that time just to like be able to just sit there and watch and see people going through what they've gone through, so I have a better perspective on what type of experience they might have went through. You don't know what someone's going through again, so I would love to see that. That'd be two times just to see like what was life like then, and see how far we came as a society. What's the most unusual talent or skill you possess that many people may not know about? My ability to map and be strategic about maps. I think a lot of people know like how detailed I am about being able to map out and drive and know routes and know cities and know regions, know time. I'm really good with knowing how to travel and speed of time and like knowing kilometers and miles. For every kilometer is 1.6 miles. I learned that by traveling and setting my phone into kilometers instead of miles. So, I think one of the skills that people don't know that I have is my map skills, like knowing what cities are, knowing what regions, what's the name, like the maps. Like I could travel, like I can go somewhere one time and know how to get there again. For the most part, I know how to get somewhere one time. If I've been there one time, I don't need a map, and that was since I was born. Like, my mom used to have me up front because like I'm the only one that like pay attention and stuff and know where we are, know exactly what happened at that time. Like sometimes I was driving and I'd tell someone like, man, I know exactly what happened here when I did it before. And remember details why like it happened. So I feel like a lot of people don't know like my map, my geography skill set is really like high. It's one of my skills in being able to drive and travel. And I think that's something that I learned or that I just always had, some talent I always had. It's that ability to know the maps and know counties, know regions, know what cities there, small, big, any of those. So that's something like that that I do really well, and probably my ability to um, learn and pick up things, learn really fast, and obtain things really quickly. And so, that part of it, of like my skill set, I feel like people don't know. That's, I guess, unusual. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. I hope that today you learned a little bit about me. Hopefully you learned some things that I like, some things that, that I think is pretty fascinating, I guess. And I'm just so grateful that you spent your time listening and paying attention to some of my muses and inspiration inside my mind. And hopefully it helps you with whatever you got going on. And, I just so grateful for the opportunity to share and articulate my thoughts and my feelings towards things I like and things that inspire me or things that interest me in my life. So thank you for spending time with me, and I look forward to growing and expanding with you all. And have a great day. And I'm looking forward to the next episode. And when I say Diesel out, you know what that means? It means Diesel is out of here. And I'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, and share what we have going on. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.